Hello students, we shall be doing Maths 1, Chapter 2, Quadratic Equation. The chapter is divided into two parts. Today we shall start with part 1. We have already studied about the polynomial in our previous class. Let's have a quick revision of what do you mean by polynomial. Polynomial is nothing but an algebraical expression where the power of variables are nothing but whole numbers. The type, depending upon the number of terms, the polynomials are classified as monomial, binomial, and trinomial. If there is only one term present, then that polynomial will be called as monomial. If there are two terms present, then it is called as a binomial, and if there are three terms present, then it is called as a trinomial. This is one way of a polynomial can be classified. One more way, that is based on the number of degree, again the polynomials are further classified. So the types of polynomial based on the number of degree. There are three types: linear, quadratic, and cubic. In linear polynomial, the degree is 1. In quadratic, the degree is 2. And in cubic, the degree is 3. The general expression for the linear polynomial is ax plus b. For quadratic, it is ax square plus bx plus c. And in cubic it is ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. In today's chapter, we will be mainly focusing on the quadratic part rather than the linear and the cubic. A small activity: classify the following polynomial as linear and quadratic. Now these are the few examples which are given. We have to classify or categorize them into linear polynomial and quadratic polynomial. The first one, 6m square. Considering the degree is 2 and therefore it is considered as a quadratic polynomial. Second one, x square plus 3x minus 5. Again, it is in the decreasing order of the power. The first power is square. So again, it is considered as a quadratic polynomial. Second one, 5x plus 9. 5x plus 9 is nothing but in the form of a linear polynomial. So it will be taken as linear polynomial. Second, the next equation, 2x square plus 5x plus 10, x square. So the degree is 2. So it is a quadratic polynomial. 3x minus 7, linear polynomial. 5x square plus 9, degree is 2. So it is coming under quadratic polynomial. 3x square minus 5x, again the degree is 2, classified into quadratic polynomial. 7c minus 5, linear polynomial. 8a in a linear polynomial. Standard form of a quadratic equation. The equation involving one variable and having 2 as the maximum index of the variable is called as a quadratic equation. So the power is 2. So for quadratic equation, the maximum index or the power has to be 2. So the general equation is written as ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where a, b and c are real numbers and a cannot be equal to 0. Your b term or the c term can be equal to 0, but your a term will never be or should not be equal to 0. So I take the first example, 2x square plus 5x plus 10. When I compare it with my general equation ax square plus bx plus c, a is equal to 2, b is equal to 5 and c is equal to 10. One more example, x square plus 3x minus 5. On comparing with my general equation, value for a is 1, value for b is 3 and value for c is minus 5. Third equation, 5x square plus 9. Here we have only two terms, but when I compare it with my general equation, value of a is 5. Another bx value is not mentioned, so we assume or we say that b is equal to 0 because 0 into any variable will also give you 0. So the b term is 0 and c is equal to 9. Roots of a quadratic equation. If the value of polynomial is 0 for x is equal to a, then x minus a is a factor of that polynomial. If px is a polynomial and p value bracket a is equal to 0, then x minus a is the factor of px. A is the root or solution of Px if is equal to 0. So when I get an equation, I substitute the value and when I get the answer is 0, then I can say that the value which I substituted is nothing but the root or the solution of that equation. This is just the theoretical part. I will be explaining you with the example. Okay, now this is my equation 3x square plus 7x plus 2 and I have got two values for x. X is equal to 1 upon 3 and x is equal to minus 2. We have to check whether the solution, these are the solution for the given equation. So if I have to, when I substitute the value of 1 upon 3 and minus 2, the answer of 3x square plus 7x plus 2 should give me 0. If it does not give me 0, then that specific value of x is not the solution. My first one, put x is equal to 1 upon 3 in the polynomial 3x square plus 7x plus 2. So on substituting the value of x, the equation becomes 3x square minus 7x plus 2 is equal to 3 into 1 upon 3 into 1 upon 3 plus 7 into 1 upon 3 plus 2. 3 in the numerator and denominator gets cancelled. So I am left with 1 upon 3 plus 7 upon 3 plus 2. Taking the LCM method, so I get 3 plus 7 plus 6 upon 3, which is nothing but 14 upon 3, which is not equal to 0. Since I am not getting 0, I am getting the answer as 14 upon 3. So I can say that x is equal to 1 upon 3 is not the solution of the equation. If it's not the solution, it is not the root of the equation. Now we shall try with the next value. Putting x is equal to minus 2 in the polynomial 3x square plus 7x plus 2, I get 3 bracket minus 2 the whole square plus 7 into minus 2 plus 2. 3 into minus 2 the whole square. Minus 2 square is 4. 4 into 3 is 12. So 12 plus 7 into minus 2. Plus and minus is minus. 7 twos are 14. So 14 plus 2. Minus 14 plus 2 will give you minus 12. 12 minus 12 is equal to 0. So we are getting the solution as 0, and therefore I can say that x is equal to minus 2 is the solution of the equation 3x square minus 7x plus 2. Let's move to exercise. Practice set 2.1. Decide whether the following are quadratic equation. First one, x square plus 5x minus 2 is equal to 0. When I compare it with my general equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, my values of a, b and c can be written as a is equal to 1, b is equal to 5 and c is equal to minus 2. So it's in the form of general equation. I am getting the values of a, b and c, and therefore I can say that x square plus 5x minus 2 is equal to 0 is a quadratic equation. Second one, y square is equal to 5y minus 10. I'll rearrange the equation. Y square minus 5y plus 10 is equal to 0. 5y minus 10 was on my left hand side, right hand side. I brought it to my left hand side. On comparing it with ax square plus bx plus c, the values of a, b and c are 1, minus 5 and 10 respectively. They are in the form of general equation, and therefore I can say y square is equal to 5y minus 10 is a quadratic equation. Third one, y square plus 1 upon y is equal to 2. I'll rearrange the equation. 2 is on my right hand side. I bring it to my left hand side. Y square plus 1 upon y minus 2 is equal to 0. 1 upon y, on reciprocating I will get y square plus 1 upon minus 1 minus 2 is equal to 0. Comparing with the general equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. The degree of bx is 1. It's not negative, and therefore y square plus 1 upon y is equal to 2 is not a quadratic equation. Since we are getting minus 1 as the degree, so it's not correct, and that is why this equation is not a quadratic equation. Question number 3. Write the following equation in the form of ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, and then write the values of a, b, c for each equation. First one, 2y is equal to 10 minus y square. We shall rearrange the equation first. 2y minus 10 plus y square is equal to 0. They have told us to write it in the form of ax square plus bx plus c. So on rearranging or arranging in the decreasing power, We will write it as y square plus 2y minus 10 is equal to 0. On comparing with the general equation, the value of a, b and c are a is equal to 1, b is equal to 2 and c is equal to minus 10. Second question, x minus 1 the whole square is equal to 2x plus 3. Solution, x minus 1 the whole square is nothing but a minus b the whole square. So we will expand it. X square minus 2x plus 1 is equal to 2x plus 3. 2x plus 3 on my right hand side will be brought to my left hand side. So it will become x square minus 2x plus 1 minus 2x minus 3 is equal to 0. The similar terms are color coordinated. Minus 2x and minus 2x will become minus 4x plus 1 minus 3 will become minus 2. So we get x square minus 4x minus 2 is equal to 0. On comparing it with a general equation, the value for a is 1, b is equal to minus 4 and c is equal to minus 2. Third equation, x square plus 5x is equal to minus bracket 3 minus x. X square plus 5x, we shall open the bracket first, is equal to minus 3, minus and minus is plus, and then x. Now we will move the right hand side term to the left hand side. So x square plus 5x plus 3 minus x is equal to 0. Similar terms, x square plus 5x minus x will give you plus 4x and plus 3. So x square plus 4x plus 3 is equal to 0. Comparing with ax square plus bx plus c, the value for a is 1, b is equal to 4 and c is equal to 3. Question 4. Determine whether the values given against each of the quadratic equation are the roots of the equation. First question, 2m square minus 5m is equal to 0. Now they have given two values, m have to be substituted as 2 and 5 upon 2. We shall start with the first one. Put m is equal to 2 in the polynomial 2m square minus 5m is equal to 0. 2m square minus 5m is equal to 0. 2 bracket 2 the whole square minus 5 into 2 is equal to 0. 2 square is 4. 4 into 2 is 8. 8 minus 10 is equal to 0. 8 minus 10 is minus 2. Minus 2 is not equal to 0. Therefore, m is equal to 2 is not the root of quadratic equation 2m square minus 5m is equal to 0. Now the next substitution, m is equal to 5 upon 2 in the polynomial 2m square minus 5m is equal to 0. So 2 bracket 5 upon 2 the whole square minus 5 into 5 upon 2. So when I expand it, 2 in the numerator and denominator will get cancelled. 5 5s are 25. 25 upon 2 minus 25 upon 2. 25 minus 25 upon 2 minus 25 upon 2 is 0. 0 is equal to 0. Therefore, I can say that m is equal to 5 upon 2 is the root of quadratic equation 2m square minus 5m is equal to 0. Question number 5. Find k if x is equal to 3 is a root of the equation kx square minus 10x plus 3 is equal to 0. Solution. One of the root of the equation kx square minus 10x plus 3 is equal to 0 is 3. So put x is equal to 3 in the polynomial kx square minus 10x plus 3 is equal to 0. Kx square minus 10x plus 3 is equal to 0. Substituting the value of x as 3. 3 squared k minus 10 into 3 plus 3 is equal to 0. 3 square is nothing but 9. 9k minus 30 plus 3 is equal to 0. Minus 30 plus 3 is nothing but minus 27. 9k minus 27 is equal to 0. 9k is equal to 27 and therefore k is equal to 27 upon 9 which is equal to 3 and therefore the value of k is equal to 3. Let's move to the next topic. Solution of a quadratic equation by factorization. We have been studying factorization since 8th class. The first equation 4x square minus 11x plus 6. So what do? We multiply the first term and the third term, that is 4 into 6 is equal to 24. Now we have to get two numbers. When we multiply, the product is 24, or when we add or subtract, the sum or the difference should be 11. So 8 into 3, when you multiply, we get as 24, and when we add 8 and 3, the sum is equal to 11. Now we will write the next step. 4x square minus 8x minus 3x plus 6. 4x square minus 8x are grouped together, minus 3x plus 6 is grouped together. 4x square minus 8x, the common term is 4x. So 4x bracket x minus 2 minus 3 bracket x minus 2. Minus 3 into minus 2 will give you plus 6, and that is why that minus 2 is come. So the next step is 4x minus 3 into x minus 2. X minus 2 is equal to 0, or 4x minus 3 is equal to 0. X minus 2 is equal to 0. So I can say that x is equal to 2. 4x minus 3 is equal to 0. So I can say 4x is equal to 3, and therefore x is equal to 3 upon 4. So on solving by on solving by factorization method, I get the two values for x. X can be either 2 or x can be either 3 upon 4. So 2 and 3 upon 4 are the roots of the given quadratic equation. Let's start with practice set 2.2. The first question, solve the following quadratic equation by factorization. The fourth sum, 5m square is equal to 22m plus 15. We shall rearrange the equation. 5m square minus 22m minus 15 is equal to 0. Now we'll check out the first and the last term on multiplication. 5 into 15 is equal to 75. So two numbers, when we multiply, the product is 75, and when we add or subtract, we should get it as 22. It's nothing but 25 threes are 25 into 3 is 75, and 25 minus 3 is equal to 22. Now we'll simplify. 5m square minus 25m plus 3m minus 15 is equal to 0. 5m bracket m minus 5 plus 3 bracket m minus 5 is equal to 0. Therefore, 5m plus 3 m minus 5 is equal to 0. 5m plus 3 is equal to 0, or m minus 5 is equal to 0. Five m is equal to minus 3, or m is equal to 5. M is equal to minus 3 upon 5, or m is equal to 5. Therefore, 5 and minus 3 upon 5 are the roots of the given equation. Question number 5. 2x square minus 2x plus 1 upon 2 is equal to 0. This is the equation. Multiplying throughout by 2. So I get 2 into 2x square minus 2 into 2x plus 2 into 1 upon 2 is equal to 0 into 2. 2 into 2x square will give me 4x square minus 4x plus 2 and 2 will get cancelled, so I'm left with 1, and 0 into 2 is 2. So the equation becomes 4x square minus 4x plus 1 is equal to 0. Four x square minus 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. Now 4 the first term multiplied with the last term will give me 4. So two numbers, when I add or subtract, I should get it as 4, and when I multiply, I should get the product as 4. That is 2 into 2 will give me 4, and 2 plus 2 also gives me 4, and that is why it is minus 2x minus 2x. So 2x bracket 2x minus 1 bracket close minus 1 bracket open 2x minus 1 bracket close is equal to 0. So I get 2x minus 1, 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. So 2x minus 1 is equal to 0, or 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. Therefore, x is equal to 1 upon 2. On the other side also, x is equal to 1 upon 2. Therefore, 1 upon 2 and 1 upon 2 are the roots of the given equation. Sixth question. 6x minus 2 upon x is equal to 1. Multiplying throughout by x. First we will take the right hand side term to the left hand side. So it is 6x minus 2 upon x minus 1 is equal to 0. Now we will multiply throughout by x. So we'll get 6x square minus 2 minus 1x is equal to 0. On rearranging, we will get 6x square minus 1x minus 2 is equal to 0. Now 6 2s are 12. Two numbers, on multiplication the product is 12. On addition subtraction the answer is 1. The two numbers are nothing but 4 and 3. 6x square minus 4x plus 3x minus 2 is equal to 0. 6x square and 4x, the common term is 2. So 2x bracket 3x minus 2 bracket close plus 3x minus 2, nothing is common, so we take 1. 1 bracket open, 3x minus 2 is equal to 0. So we get 2x plus 1, 3x minus 2 is equal to 0. 2x plus 1 is equal to 0, or 3x minus 2 is equal to 0. 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. So we get 2x is equal to minus 1. 3x minus 2 is equal to 0. So we get 3x is equal to 2. Therefore, x is equal to minus 1 upon 2, or x is equal to 2 upon 3. Therefore, minus 1 upon 2 and 2 upon 3 are the roots of the given equation. Eighth question. 3x square minus 2 root 6 x plus 2 is equal to 0. Solution. 3x square minus 2 root 6 x plus 2 is equal to 0. 3 into 2 is 6. Two numbers, when we multiply, we should get the answer as 6, and when we add or subtract, we should get as 2 root 6. So here if I take root 6 into root 6, I will get the answer as 6, and root 6 plus root 6 will give me minus 2 root 6. And therefore, this factorization is done as 3x square minus root 6x minus root 6x plus 2 is equal to 0. Now, how can we take, or which term should we take in common in the bracket? Now, pay attention here. 3 can be splitted up as root 3 into root 3. Root 6 can be splitted up as root 3 into root 2. Again, and 2 can be splitted up as root 2 into root 2. We have already studied this in the previous 9th standard real numbers. So I will not repeat it again. 3 When I take it as root 3 into root 3 on multiplication, the square root sign goes off and I get the answer as 3. In root 6, root 3 into root 2, 3 into 2 is multiplied and the square root sign is there as it is. The square root sign does not go off. Okay, because there are two different numbers multiplying. Surds. I hope you remember the surd term. Okay, so when I multiply root 3 and root 2, two different numbers, they get multiplied but the square root sign does not go. And root 2 into root 2, same number, and that is why the square root sign goes. Now we can say there are common terms. If I see the first and the second one, that is the red color and the blue color, that is 3. Root 3x is common. And in the last two term, root 2 is common. So let's frame the next step. Root 3x bracket root 3x minus root 2 bracket close minus root 2 bracket open root 3x minus root 2 is equal to 0. Root 3x minus root 2 in the first bracket, root 3x minus root 2 in the second bracket, which is equal to 0. Root 3x minus root 2 is equal to 0, or root 3x minus root 2 is equal to 0. Therefore, root 3x is equal to root 2 and x is equal to root 2 upon root 3. In both the cases, it is the same, root 2 upon root 3. And therefore, 2 root 2 upon root 3 and root 2 upon root 3 are the roots of the given equation. Here I have written individual root 2 and root 3. You can write it together in one root sign, and then you can write square root upon 2 upon 3. That is also a correct way of writing. Eleventh question. 7m square minus 21m is equal to 0. 7m square minus 21m is equal to 0. Now there we'll take the, here if you see there is only two terms are present. The term c is not present. Now here only the factorization can be done. We will take the common term outside. In 7m square minus 21m, 7m is common. 7m bracket m minus 3 is equal to 0. 7m is equal to 0, or m minus 3 is equal to 0. M is equal to 0 upon 7, or m is equal to 3. 0 upon 7 is nothing but 0. Therefore, m is equal to 0, or m is equal to 3. Therefore, 0 and 3 are the roots of the given equation. Next question, m square minus 11 is equal to 0. M square minus root 11 the whole square is equal to 0. 11 is written, so instead of 11 I can write it as root 11 the whole square. Now this is nothing but in the form of a square minus b square. A square minus b square is nothing but a plus b, a minus b. 7th standard formula we have studied. So I substitute m minus 11, m plus 11 is equal to 0. M minus 11 is equal to 0, or m plus 11 is equal to 0. Therefore, the value of m is either positive root 11 or it is negative root 11. Therefore, root 11 and minus root 11 are the roots of the given equation. With this, we have finished with part 1. Next part 2, we will be doing the further part of the chapter. Now few sums I have not done, those are for homework. Homework sums. In practice set 2.1, page number 34, question number 1 you will be doing. In question number 2 and 3, I have done the first, second and the third question. The fourth, fifth and the sixth sub question you all will be doing. Question number 4, the first question you will be doing. And question number 6. Practice set 2.2, which is on page number 36 and 37. The sub question 1, 2, 3, 7, 9 and 10, you all will be solving it.